First of all, you look stunning.
Thank you. I mean, it takes an army, but the team that I work with in New York have truly made me feel alienly glamorous.
I love the pun because I want to see the purse.
Yeah, and also I thought this was very like alien themed, you know, the kind of, I love a theme. I like to be able to play with dressing in a way that it kind of makes sense for the character or the part that you are doing the press for.
Okay, let's talk MCU. Let's talk Venom. What was it like joining, but also what can we expect in the third installment?
You know, I think the absolute joy of Venom is something that the whole world was kind of touched by with the first movie, is that it kind of feeds the inner monster voice that we can all have. That sometimes is really great, and sometimes you're like, I need you to be quiet. And I think that is something that when it was personified as Venom, this kind of sexy alien, it brought it to life in a way that was so delicious and so enjoyable. And, you know, Tom and Kelly, who have been working on these movies from the very beginning, and the passion and the care that has gone into creating this dynamic duo, you feel it in the movies and you feel it when you're on set. So I think a big part of it for me was, I really felt honored to be asked by Kelly to join The Last Dance, because it's a beautiful love child for these two, and she got to direct it, you know, so I got to be a part of her directorial debut on a project that she has cared about for almost a decade. And watching Tom do his thing as Venom and Eddie is pretty extraordinary.
Was it intimidating at all?
I think joining the project in general was intimidating, you know, because it's a world that is new to me. And I never want to disappoint people. I want to bring the best I possibly can and hope that I make them proud. And so that was intimidating. But I think the cast that I got to work with, Chiwetel, Clark, Christo, all these amazing people in this movie, it was an absolute dream. And then what should people expect? I mean, they should expect an absolutely crazy fun ride, for sure. But I also think they should be ready for some emotional kind of outbursts. You know, I think this movie is kind of a love story between Eddie and Venom. And another thing that I was really excited about being a part of this one is that you don't see that very often, especially in the MCU world. So, yeah, I think it's going to be a lot of fun and also a little emotional.
That's a great tease. I know people are going to be flocking to see this, and just bittersweet the fact that, you know, it was coming to an end.
Yeah.
But what does it feel like for you? Obviously, this is such a beloved franchise, but also you're part of Ted Lasso, which is also a beloved show. People are pushing for a season 4. Are you surprised by how much, I guess, how advanced the talks are starting to get?
I feel, honestly, I feel lucky for all of these incredible things that have happened in my career, and each one kind of leading to the next incredible adventure, and each female that I've gotten to inhabit is something that all of them have changed my life in a way. And then the people you get to meet, you know, and I think it's a way of always learning life from a different perspective. So am I surprised by conversations happening about something with season 4 of Ted Lasso? I'm not surprised. I think it's something that was so important for all of us involved, and then as the show was happening, became important for a lot of people in the world. So I think it could be magical to do more.
Beautifully said. So if the phone rings and they're like, maybe we'll give you a spinoff, are you accepting the call?
I don't know if I want to do it without everybody else. Spinoff just for me feels like it wouldn't be the same thing.
Last question. Tom's voice as Venom has gained a life of its own. What was it like hearing it for the first time?
You mean in person on this job? It was pretty extraordinary, because he has it playing in his ear, and you have a choice to also have it play in your ear. And when you first, I remember listening to a playback on something of a scene that he was shooting and had the headphones in, but then watching it, you couldn't hear Venom, and I was like, oh my God. I mean, it's extraordinary what he does. And I think it's such a physical performance. It's such an emotional performance. It's something that, like, I mean, we all know he's such a brilliant actor. But getting to see this happen in real time, I'll never forget it.
Have you imitated it?
Definitely not. Not yet. I don't feel ready for that quite yet. I'm brand new to the franchise, right?
Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. You look stunning. I love the method dressing.